Nigeria is a cancerous tumor, very dangerous one. Cut it out and Africa will be free. Let it not be said that the disintegration of Nigeria will somehow bring an end to Africa's cohesion and unity. It is a lie. It's a lie. It will strengthen it. Nigeria is the country dragging Africa backwards, being purportedly the most populous nation, black nation in the world, with vast reserves of oil and gas in my land in Biafra. A lot has been expected of Nigeria over the years, but each time they have failed. If you terminate Nigeria, it's like a cancer growing somewhere on the body of Africa. Once you get rid of Nigeria, believe you me, Africa will spring to life.
Okay, if you have not voted, if you are having problem voting, there are a few things that you need to pick here. One, if you are voting from America, for instance, for your own, I'm not yet talking about when you want to vote for your mother who said help me vote, or your father who said help me vote, and he is residing in the village in Biafra land. I'm talking about for your own now. We will get to that side. First of all, if you are living in America, please, your continent is America. Then country is United States of America. You will see it there. Then when they ask country code, once you choose America, it will come there. The same way people who are operating from Nigeria now, you see, if you are living anywhere in Nigeria now, that country code, make sure it is Nigerian line you use. It's Nigerian plus 234. Then where it's continent, you write Africa. Don't write Europe. Maybe you visited Nigeria when you are voting. So you are operating from Nigeria. Write Africa. Then use Nigerian line if you are operating from Nigeria, because it will jam. But if you are dwelling in Europe, when you are voting is from Europe, use the country code there. If it is Europe, write Europe. If it is Asia, write Asia. Then the country, then you write the country. Don't make mistake of writing Nigeria here, mixing. No, it will clash. It will not. Then the picture, when it comes to the picture, if your picture is heavy, most likely the picture will be above 2 MB. So what you do is you screenshot it with your phone, screenshot it and share it if you are to the laptop, if you are using laptop, or send it to your drive. Then from there, from your drive, when you are uploading, you will see the provisions. It's looking strange when I'm talking about it orally. So just go there, click. Importantly, make sure you are not mixing this. If you are voting from Europe, you use Nigerian line. No, it will not work. Use your Europe line, that country where you are residing in. That's the phone number you use. So your details, make sure if you are male, put male. If you are female, put female. So if you have any particular problem, I will put my WhatsApp line here. So you will use my WhatsApp line to tell me any challenge you witness. I'll tell you what next. Thank you. As we progress, fellow dear friends, lovers of freedom, my good people of Africa, all the original indigenes of Nigeria, the area where people are forced together against their own very will, which is against any standard operable or found anywhere in the Western climes, wherein all of us have borne witness to how these individual rights have been recognized and of course duly allowed in the Western climes over the years. This is what even America itself have enjoyed. This is same America, yes, it's 1776. This is something that other countries in Europe have enjoyed. We have it also here in Africa, where some had to take it by force, and these have brought about prosperity across ages, and this is what we must have to take. We must have to enjoy it whether they like it or not. So, fellow dear friends, lovers of freedom, good people of Nigeria, I mean the original indigenes of Nigeria, I am begging you to key into this vision of making Africa great again. We are talking about making Africa great again. And the focal point here is Biafra. The spirit has been awakened by Marvin Mandekanu, and just in a couple of years after he started this journey, you all could see how the spirit have possessed the young stars from Sahel African region, where you can see the most recent demonstration of boldness by the military juntas from this region by pulling out of ECOWAS. And trust me, this spirit is still moving, it is still hovering, awaiting those who will subscribe it and for once and for all, salvage Africa. What are we talking about? Have you voted for Biafra referendum if you are a Biafran? Or are you listening to the blackmail from politicians and their agents? I am Akban Asokwo. I work with Biafra Radical Freedom TV. I also report to 12 TV. I am a pro-Biafran, a radical one for that matter. We are whiter than white. While Martin Mandekanu brought back the spirit of making Africa great, and while it was subscribed by Sahel region, the finest, from what is happening currently in Nigerian Republic, who just woke up last, and what is happening in Mali, the steps they took, what is happening in Burkina Faso, you can trust me that this mission is a mission to finish. Nothing. You can see from all the threats from ECOWAS, you can see from all the threats from the West, from all the swag demonstrations to deter and discourage the juntas and the interpretation they have given to us about democracy. You can see that it is our duty to liberate ourselves. When you take the bold step, you will see that you are unstoppable. When you take the bold step, so it is for you to take the bull by the horn. Have you voted for the referendum? As a Biafran, have you voted? As an African, have you supported this move? If you are watching from Asia, you are watching from Africa, you are watching from Europe, from any part of the world you are watching, and you have the interest of the oppressed people of Africa, it is your duty to share this video. Okay, before we continue with this very educative and highly enlightening video, please kindly click on the like button, like the video, because once you like it in numbers, the video will go to show many internet users. It will advertise itself. YouTube will advertise it. So click on the like button so that many more people will see this video, because it's very important to all of us Africans, all of us Biafrans, and all of us lovers of freedom. Click on the like button, drop your comment, because your opinion is important, and share this video. Share it on all your platforms, your friends, to social media platforms where you are involved. Will you find yourself? Please share it, keep sharing it. But above all, have you subscribed to this channel? In case you have not, please kindly subscribe to this channel where you see subscribe. Click on it, then click on where you see bell and say all. That is all videos, all notifications. Whenever my video drops, you will be the first to see it. And endeavor to always share, like, and drop your comments. Thank you. And we continue. Now, you heard your president. Your president said clearly, and we should not make it as if it is only Bola Ahmmed Tinubu in this issue.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
No, it is not just him. You cannot come out of the situation. The situation will keep worsening by the day. As more and more day unfolds, you see more and more hardship. It is not Tinubu's factor. But Tinubu is here to show you we are using him as a model that you cannot come out of this. He is here to tell you that he acknowledges the fact that there is pestilence, there is hunger, there is absolute penury, there is starvation, that people will even in no time might start eating their children, their babies. But he said, unfortunately, there is nothing he can do to salvage the situation. And you are seated there, clamoring for one Nigeria, because you heard someone on the social media, you heard those our educated intellectuals on the social media, on their mainstream media, you go to our TV, Channels TV, they are giving you programs, they all acknowledge this fact. You want me to shock you further? Okay, listen to this man.
The first thing I want us to understand is that it's not going to get better, so that we'll not keep having these unrealistic expectations. If you look back at our democracy,
this is what they all have to say. Okay, Bola Farotimi,
good enough to produce
Farotimi,
to eat, drink, anything
he acknowledged. Okay, listen to Bola Farotimi.
It's already in our soil. We are poor by design, because the Nigerian is deliberately made to focus on survival, so that it does not begin to query the simple suggestions they give him in place of answer. A man who is dependent on the grace of his political master to eat is not likely to query the wisdom of the political master who tells him that his neighbor and best friend is his enemy. So you find that the Nigerian state deliberately weaponized
I have
poverty.
a lot of videos on Arise TV, Channels TV, AIT, and all Nigerian mainstream media, including Bola Tinubu's own television station. All these scholars who are coming up to debate or to discuss national issues, they are all telling you they know, including Peter Obi himself. They know that this situation is not what we can go out of anytime soon. Dele Farotimi, why I am picking Dele Farotimi out of this, Femi Falana, the senior advocate of Nigeria, you heard him is crying out. See what Femi Falana is saying. It is in all the pages of the dailies. That is Femi Falana. Okay, Dele Farotimi, I chose to bring out his own because he is one of the finest Nigeria ever produced. Dele Farotimi is one of the best brains. In fact, if you ever listen to Peter Obi and paint him, you can see that he is the only substance. He is the finest, the most furnished with everything you can think about soundness of mind in that team. But this is what he has to say. He said that Nigeria is designed, that the thing that Nigerians suffer, the situation Nigerians find themselves, the state of Nigeria is in the cluelessness where it found itself by design. It is not an accidental stuff. It is by design. That is to say, in another video, he said that Nigeria is not designed to favor Nigerian people. Then you will hear, before he concluded, he still insists that we have to stay in that Nigeria and build it. In one of his recent video in this January of this new year, he said that no need of we going out or calling for separate, we have to fix Nigeria first before we now think of dissolving the Nigerian state. So all of us, it's not about calling for secession, that is not, you don't think that is the best. And the same him told you that this country by design is not meant for Nigerian people. And that is why a very harmful, insignificant percentage of Nigerian population are used by the mercantilists, by the business people, by the people who established Nigeria as an enterprise, which him, Dele Farotimi, knows that Nigeria from 1780s, when it was first, even before it became the Royal Niger Company, that this country was never designed, because the Royal Niger Company was still a question of 19 zeros, because it was bought over from African, I can't remember that name. Well, this is, just check it, the name before, the company that was bought over before it was now it was bought over by Royal Niger Company, which is a company on itself, that then it was annexed by Britain, who now came officially using the manpower of these traders in African coast to now organize this state to their interest. That is why you can see it is only exploitation and exploitation. Therefore, I want to ask you, if you say you have gone to school, let's not blame some of those our illiterate brothers and sisters who were not privileged to having access to this education, to have read, to know. But you that knows, why do you allow yourself to remain an instrument in the hands of the politicians? They use you to keep themselves in power and making well that their 10 generations unborn will not be able to use. And most times, these monies are repatriated or pushed out of Nigerian borders, or to even to West, to Europe, where most times they die and leave this wealth, these monies. But that is not where we are going right now. We are talking about Biafra referendum. Biafra referendum. Like I started with. Have you voted? Have you voted? If you are a Biafran, have you voted? If you are not a Biafran, are you not supporting this? Why not? When you have heard from all the people that you can think about the fineness of their mental capacity, the fineness of their intelligence, you can confirm to this. They have said these things every now and then on national televisions, on newspapers, on the front of dailies. You see them every day telling you that Nigeria by design is not meant for you, the ordinary man. It's not meant for you, the citizens. Because he Farotimi even told you that there is, that first of all, you need to be, that you are not even a citizen. You are not a citizen because you are not even in the plan, in the arrangement. You are not considered in the arrangement, so you are not a citizen. If you are a citizen, you need to. He himself now told you that he paid for his own security, which is the duty of a state. That means he denied the fact that Nigeria is a state. He denies Nigeria that statehood. I'm telling you, this is a legal luminary. This is one of the best legal practitioners, one of the best legal scholars in Africa, one of the best. But he is telling you this, that you are not a citizen. So why do you even you want to pride yourself over one Nigerianism? The football match where you saw the effort of this the Super Eagle from the beginning of the tournament to the end. Now you didn't see something. It is a state bound to fail. Bound to fail, because if you consider the effort of the Super Eagle players from the beginning of the tournament, you can see that these guys are very good. They are very good. But that spirit of failure followed them to the end. That was why you heard Olamide say Nigeria they get to final. Nigeria they reach final. Yes, if you say Nigeria have won this one before, that was before Olamide sang the song. So, okay, I think that was one of them. So let's not go there. That's not where we are going to. Now I am asking you, why are you always hell-bent on the defending one Nigeria? You can see all of those people, every passing government will always treat you. You come to the end of the day where you will regret ever supporting any such a government into ascending office. Of course, you never installed any of them. So what are you waiting for before you vote? What are you waiting for? As a Biafran, we already brought the views of some scholars like Farotimi and also some politicians like Bola Ahmmed Tinubu himself. You will agree with me that Africa has no hope in the hands of the people or the arrangement we have currently. That is why we must work together. All Africans must work together. If you don't have any contribution to make, if you can't give your resources, you can at least use your social media to keep pronouncing this resolve, this determination by Biafrans. Pronounce, broadcast, share on your social media platforms about this referendum and the imminent dissolution that nothing can stop of Nigerian state. It is your responsibility to do this as an African man, as a lover of freedom, wherever you find yourself, because a lot of people have lost their life while we try to patch a unity that doesn't exist. There is no unity in the first place. The practices, what has happened and has continued to happen in this part of the world is totally out of reality. We live in a dream world, a unity that is only on paper. There is nowhere we can see any trace of unity in what is existing. And this is how the West wants it. That is what the West wants. We will keep patching a unity that doesn't exist while they keep cutting away with our resources. They keep exploiting us. The Burkina Faso, the Mali, the Nigerian Republic, which is the last incident, the last exposure, has exposed the West so glaringly. What just happened in South Sudan, you saw where even UN vehicle was used in cutting away gold by military machineries who from the West, who were supposed to keep peace, who are in the land of South Sudan, in Sudan, for peacekeeping mission. But they used it as a platform to further exploit, rob the people when they came to give peace. They supposed. Therefore, I want you today to take it as your own duty too. If you are not a Biafran, if you are a Biafran, if you are a Nigerian, take it your duty. Let us end this. In every region in Nigeria, we have scholars. We have people of good mind, people of good will, strong willpower, people of soundness of mind who can navigate your different nations into success. This is not the first time it is happening. It happened in Belgium, between Belgium and Netherlands, 1830s. Before them, it already happened in America, 1776. It happened. They had to clash and pull away from Britain. It has always happened. It happened in Singapore, 1965. People, they had to agree. They agreed and said, no. We cannot continue with this unity in Malaysia. This is a fake unity. It's not bringing to any progress. I am not even about mentioning what happened, transpired in the early 90s between the former USSR, where the 15 states, individual states, had to dissolve. These are even one of the most recent. So the whole 15 different countries came on board. By decision, they had to decide they don't want to be part of this again. It was their self-decision. So they never waited for any UN. They never waited for any outsider to do it for them. They had to agree within themselves. They did it. That's why you see today Singapore is one of the world leading economies. So, and you see, none of these people, when you hear your politicians, they will always bring to light only the case of South Sudan. Some people, They will tell you, oh, you can see the case study, how will it be? We have the finest of manpower in Africa. We have the finest of manpower in this region, this fake united Nigeria. We have the finest of people who can make things happen. I listened to Radio Kojiwara some time ago. She said that we are supposed to be, Nigeria is supposed to, by the reason of what we have, the human capital, the natural resources, that we have everything that should make us ahead of America. But where are we? Because we are patching a unity that doesn't exist. Norway had to part way with the Sweden. They say that this unity is not working. It's not working, and some people want to kill themselves trying to maintain what doesn't exist. What a white man brought to you so that he will keep robbing you. You are fighting to maintain it. You will see the intellectuals that parade themselves as scholars trying to defend what I don't know how. I imagine this, and you see that these people speak very well. Then what is the problem? The Norway people decided by themselves, because some people, they had to carry out self-plebiscite. Some people today are arguing, oh, why will you conduct your referendum? Why will he wait for you and you wait for Nigeria? Which Nigeria? You will just say what is absurd. You know it is never going to happen. Nigeria will never grant you this. The West will never do this for you. If they grant you this, how will you now enjoy, or how will they keep enjoying what they are enjoying? Of course they will not. A lot of people have done it. They took the bold step, did it for themselves, and it worked for them. Are you lesser humans? Are you lesser human? You can check. Go. It in East Timor, just about 1960. East Timor should be 2000. Between East Timor and Indonesia, 2002. It is happened. Why did they have to allow this thing to happen in Ireland and Denmark, 1904? And somebody is here today arguing, oh, why would you do self-referendum? Why this one self-referendum? It just happened here. Even let me tell you, if you remember what happened in 2014, between even the Ukraine themselves, you remember Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union. They had to pull out. Now, Crimea had always wanted to pull out of Ukraine. But UN did not support them to pull out. They were playing all the politics. They were playing out. These Crimean people had to go and identify their friend, their brother, their friend, to come and support them. And their friends supported them, and they had to go. They didn't wait for any UN. They didn't wait for Ukraine. And Biafra is now identifying with the people that Nigeria is hating. Nigeria is showing hate for supporting a terrorist. Now that these countries are now agreeing with some of their friends also to come and help Biafra. And somebody is there shouting, oh, hey, will you, Nigeria did not support this, Nigeria, and the person is telling you already knows that Nigeria already banned you from discussing the unity. You are forbidden from discussing the dissolution of Nigeria, or whether you will stay together. They say it's not within your power to decide whether you should be here or not. The topic should not even come out of your mouth, because once you say it, you're a terrorist. And that's why you see those ones who told us they are our DOS, that they are free to go to Nigeria anytime, and Nigeria said anybody who talks Biafra is a terrorist, and they go freely, and they say we are doing Biafra with them. That's not, we are not going there because they are inconsequentials. We can't, of course. But we're talking about people from as far back as 1904. If you remember, the person that is telling you about UN not conducting this referendum for you, the person does not know, because the person is totally uninformed, because the UN is talking about is just a new establishment. The UN is just 1945. It was even just after the Second World War. That's after the Second World War. Even if you talk about it being about League of the Nation, it was the 1920s. We was the original body that UN emanated from, or that UN replaced. One of these is people as far back as 1830s. Belgian people had to agree. 1830, they had to agree. US, United States of America, had to decide by themselves. They did not wait for Britain to decide for them. They did not wait for any third party to do that for themselves. We are talking about 17th. Somebody in the 21st century is telling you to wait for UN or to wait for America or to wait for one world power or the other, to wait for Nigeria to... The enemy who doesn't want you to be free. And you are now saying you are surrendering your freedom into the hands of the enemy that is keeping you captive. Are you not mad? Is that not madness? No. You should explain to me. If it is not madness, what is it? It is a clear insanity. It is a quintessence of delusion. It is quintessence of delusion. How can you expect the person that is keeping you constant, who is keeping you as a slave, as his captive? The engineers, the oppressors, the real conspirators, the West, and you are waiting for them to give you your freedom. Oh, is actually what they are doing. They are doing. They don't want to. They are deceiving themselves now. They are deceiving themselves. They are counting to 3 million voters now, almost. They are deceiving themselves. Okay, maybe you will see it. People are beginning to wake up. People are coming to their consciousness. As we speak, one bag of rice sells for 75,000 naira. One bag of rice. One bag of ordinary rice sells for 75,000 naira. One bag of cement, one bag of sauce of cement sells for 7,500 naira as at last week. Today, I think it's about 7,650. Somebody you want to reduce the people to a situation where people now begin to turn to cannibals. You want people to begin to eat flesh. See Femi Falana crusading every day, leading campaign. This one you can see what in the north. The north that will never even join even EndSARS protest. They are now protesting. Where we say they had too much food. Where Shetima once boasted that they will lock up. They are now going hungry. You want people to turn to cannibals before we can dissolve? Who is listening to all those capricious? This is the time. The violent takes it by force. Thank God for the politics that is playing. I was listening to our quack self-acclaimed IPOB leader. Some of those people who came to make money, we listening. I have a program for him. I am coming for him. Chinas must live. He was there telling, if you follow that video, this is about 1 month now. That video is still 3,000 viewers. 3,500 viewers or less. Because the people understand that you cannot fight what is right. You cannot fight the truth. You might choose to cover the truth, but you cannot. The more you choose to cover the truth, the more the light of truth shines and people see it. That we should abandon Israel. Israel, since we started, begin to blackmail Marvin Mandekanu systematically. If you have not listened to that video, okay, go to Truth TV. I think he did a video with that too. Oh, don't worry. I think I will come for that. I will do something about it. I will do something. I think I have to copy it. Because don't go to watch. If you go to watch them, they will not say, hey, we're beginning to have followers again. They don't know that the 3,000 that watched was autopilot people that watched it. Because nobody wants to follow them again. The people who believed in DOS, at least over 80% of them now, have come into the truth. Those of them who were with Peter Obi for Igbo presidency, they are coming back to the truth because they have seen what it is all about. Peter Obi was just a distraction, after all. It was just a distraction. Yes. Let's not allow the deviation. We are not saying that when they tell you that we don't have any need to divide Nigeria, we have to just rebuild Nigeria, make it work, like some of them are campaigning, we'll make it work. When they know that there is nothing you can make Nigeria to work. This peace, this unity that they tell you about, there is no unity, it's not existing anywhere. Ordinary, even in the education setting, the Nigerian education setting, you can see that somebody from the north gets admitted into university with just 125, where cutoff mark is 250. Somebody is admitted officially, not as if it is mago. Officially, the Nigerian education format allows them. Then the people from the southern Nigeria, where somebody from Sokoto goes with 100, 110, 112, is admitted. Somebody from Abia State, Imo State, Enugu State, somebody from Ekiti State cannot be admitted to Nigerian University for certain courses with 250 score. You cannot. So there are everything, the government is doing everything to scuttle the chances of southern Nigeria. In the name of all the people of the north, they are low educational, they are low IQ this and they are low. Okay, follow me please. In case you are not following me, follow me now. You will hear the point. When it is time to give appointments to Nigerian sensitive, important offices, those people with higher IQ now become the people to occupy important offices. When it comes to authoritative allocation of values, now they become the people of higher focus. Now you hear that over 75% of the appointments in the country come from the northwest and the northeast. Now the rest of the country can share the remaining. The same people where you have the lower IQ, the people whose mental capacity is too poor, and you are here telling us about unity, one Nigeria. That is madness. If you ever support this, you have mental problem and you need to visit a consultant, a psychologist. You need to visit a psychiatrist, not psychologist. You need to visit a psychiatrist, a physician, because you have a serious mental issue. You have a very serious, very serious mental problem. You are not normal. You call this unity. That someone, the particular region where you have, that is where you have the chief of the center, that is where you have everything. If not that Tinubu just entered power now to resolve and reduce that, and they are fighting him for doing that. For those of them who are, okay, this video, let me cut it short. I have to do another video so that it will not be boring. Please, if you have not voted as a Biafran, please go and vote. Listen, when you go there to vote, there are sensitive things you must follow here. When you go to vote, consider this. One, when you come to the area, continent, if you are in Europe, state Europe, don't put Africa there. No, it will not come. Then, if you are in Netherlands, for instance, use the country code. The country code there is maybe where you have +234 for Nigeria, for instance. It will come there. Immediately you put Netherlands. You will see that +234. That is the country code. Choose that country code. When you are putting your phone number, don't start with +234 again. You don't need to put that plus again. When you have the provision, put your number that you use in that country, because some people are experiencing difficulty. Put direct number 052 and 080. No, then you put 0805 or whatever, you know. That is it. Then when you have your state, if you don't remember, you can't trace exactly where your state is. For instance, if you fall within Osoka area, you are Alanso. You are in Alanso. If you fall within Owerri side, there is Owerri state. There is Okigwe state. So you know where you fall. So, but if you can't trace exactly, you use any state available there, close to your side. And then make sure you are not repeating that phone number or using phone number used by another person. Then when it comes to your picture, when you are loading your picture, don't use a heavy picture. If you have the picture on your phone, you can snap any. It's not selected. Snap the picture. Maybe you screenshot it so that the picture will be light, and upload it to your drive, your Gmail drive. Then you can pull it from when you are putting it. Then you loading it. That place you will see load, upload. Then take it from that Gmail drive, put it there. It will. I think that's one of it. Then you put when they ask for your county, your county, you can know within that your state. If you are from Soka, maybe COP. If OP is your county, use OP. If Ako is your county, you can use Ako. So just like that, because these are some of the issues that have been disturbing people. So basically, you know your country. You are from Biafra. Know your state. Know the phone number to use. Know the continent where you are operating from. So if you are living in America and you want to do it for your mother who said I can't do it, please help me vote. You create the Gmail and then you can use any phone number of your friend from America there for her. So the Gmail will always serve whenever there is need for communication. So please, these are certain things to. Please, as a Biafran, if you get this because of this part, please share this video. Please share this video. Thank you. Remain blessed. Remain blessed. 4G4, 4